I feel like that fight goes to the T side so frequently. Someone just kind of pressed right up against the boards on the CT side. If they don't get like a flashbang to be able to wide swing, I feel like that is like sneakily a much more difficult fight than it looks like it should be.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Просто Royal. Смотрите, сколько проигрышей. Сайт не дает ни хера. Не донатьте сюда никогда.
One urinal spacing between everyone, boys.
That's the rule, isn't it?
He's in bathrooms.
Fiku goes.
Oh, that's just like kind of those are blown individual things. I mean, Dexter, that's surprising. He's got him. That's got to be happy. But I mean, Nico and Fiku going, 1 for 2 over at the B bomb site initially, and then obviously once this kind of happens over towards blue stairs, you're ready for it. If you're Kiosk, not only do you get Dexter because he's there, there was a second player who extinguished the Molotov, so you have all the information, and that defense that looked like it was set up so nicely just comes crumbling down. So Gamer Legion out of a timeout, win 2 in a row, take the economy away from OG, and this is an avenue back to dig themselves out of an early hole.
Yeah. Just there's something that's not working.
So I feel like that fight goes to the T side so frequently. Someone just kind of pressed right up against the boards on the CT side. If they don't get like a flashbang to be able to wide swing, I feel like that is like sneakily like a much more difficult fight than it looks like it should be.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Here we go. No flashbangs to activate anything for these USPs, but all 5 players in bathrooms. 1 urinal spacing between everyone, boys.
That's the rule, isn't it?
It's the unspoken rule.
Давай на 3 дня, поехали, да и все.
Eyes forward.
Yeah, any more tips? Could you educating the people? No talking. I don't know. Talking's allowed, Jason. I talk to people all the time.
Yeah, you talk to strangers at the urinal?
Yeah, just to make people uncomfortable, Put under some pressure. And there you go, releasing get the AK. That's pretty good. You'll take that.
Yeah, any day of the week. Dexter's going to have to be off in the next round as well. Regardless of whether he's able to save this AK-47, Kiosk is on the hunt. Tough off angle, boosted up, but the lack of armor really betrayed Dexter. 5-3. Gamer Legion back within 2.
Дай нам просто полтинник, мы
We have the lovely Chev on the observer deck.
We do.
Operating the cameras.
We appreciate it. Definitely one of the best. Yeah, there's also B stream.
Нет, я просто в плане того, что мне так легче выплачивать стипендию. Я тебе месяца за 3 назад отдам.
Game over on the B stream as well, so we're sending 2 teams home early on today.
Потому что мне зарплата проще так будет. Я хоть ее свожу на неделю, я подработаю, возьму на неделю. Я хоть сам первый раз в жизни съезжу в отпуск. Я ни разу не был.
With a really beautiful start here.
Fiku's taking his jacket off as well. He started this game with a long sleeve jacket on.
Now he's like, all right. He's like, I'm warmed up. Here we go. Let's do it.
It's getting hot in here.
It's kind of interesting. It's really not been the best tournament for me. And it does screw with my perception of the OG team. Oh, dear.
Demka, that's nasty.
He's gone for it, hasn't he? Oof. I always thought of Neofrag and Fiku as being like the baseline for the team, and I would say it was a pretty decent baseline. I don't really need them to drop 25 kills in the game. I just need them to always show up and be at that 15 kill mark, always try and do something. I feel like there's been a couple of games where that hasn't really been the case, and that I think it's unfortunate because it kind of lowers the floor of the team a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can even put it in a little bit more dire if you want to be a bit more critical about it. The desk highlighted the CT side for OG at Paris so far is the worst in the event in terms of CT win rates. And Fiku's been struggling, and he is one of the bomb site anchors, and we saw that get exploited yesterday on Mirage against NIP. He's going to get challenged here. through the monster tunnel. That smoke comes out just in time, but now blinded, ruined, nothing he can do. Even the lineup for Nico, and once again, this defense crumbles oh so quickly. Nothing produced on the initial stand, and now Flames has to pick up the pieces yet again. Good dink on Shuhei, but oh, good control. Look at the damage done. Three players so close.
They are so low on health, but it's not going to make a difference here. 2 versus 4. One good grenade in the right position could have changed everything in the round, but ultimately the bomb will be planted here. And Neofrag and Dexter, they can't really justify throwing away these rifles, unfortunately. 4 in a row for Gamer Legion. Well played on their part. And, you know, on the other hand, if the desk knows, you can bet you Gamer Legion know that this CT side is looking questionable. And if you find a player like that and you think, you know what, we can probably bully our way in. That B-bomb side right now, Fiku and Nico are anchoring it. They've got 1 and 2 kills between them, right? So why wouldn't you just keep hitting that over and over and over again? Eventually, they have to rotate people down there, right? They have to change their defense. Yeah, this is a straight comeback.
And then now, I mean, this is a couple rounds in a row that Gamer Legion's been able to exploit Fiku and Nico at this site, so why go away from it at the moment? Like, you keep going at it until they prove they can put a stop to things.
Hey, you find that one weakness.
And as much as Flames has had a great game, he's now, I mean, it was 12-0 at one point, now he's 13-3. Like, if you're demolishing that defense that quickly and that easily and that emphatically over and over, Flames is kind of the rotator between the bomb sites, doesn't even have a chance to have impact, despite the fact that he's obviously in a really good place in this game.
More aggressive stance, good flick. Dexter going to be taking down Sue. That's how you want to start the round. And now you've boxed them in, right? Gamer Legion feel like they probably just have to go for this B-bomb side, which they probably wanted to do anyway, but just not as straightforwardly as this.
Yeah, problem is there's no defense here. So I mean, even with this AWP and this M4, I don't even know if OGs has the ability to challenge this.
4 versus 4, yeah, you're not wrong. They were really far back this time. They could maybe try and go for the boost on top, but even at this point, it feels like it's going to be so telegraphed, and they're already looking. You can see the crosshairs again. Yeah, forget about the boost. Save the guns if you can. It's not even that kill. It's not worth it. You're not going to be able to power through here. And they should know it.
Yeah, Neofrag's low HP. He's already bugging out and going home.
What do you do at that B defense if 2 of your B anchors are having a slow start? How do you change that?
I think you pull them passive moving forward. I think if you're Nico and you're, oh, that's a nice find. That's a great shot and a great recovery of the AK-47. Beautiful. Oh, that sucks though. I think you go a little bit passive. Like you've tried that kind of boards and toxic barrel setup that you had previously. Now you've tried Fiku playing like directly behind the monster smoke, got flashed and eliminated, and Nico is not long after that. So I play